Okay. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hang on just a sec. There we go. Don't really need the extra light, I guess, but I got it on, so why not? Hope your day is going wonderful. Sorry I'm late. I took a nap this afternoon and I overslept. Yes, old people take naps. That's the nice thing. As you get older, when you're a kid, you hate naps and you hate being spanked. But when you get older, your opinion on those two things changes drastically. Yes, it does. Now, that is the way it is. Sorry, my back is itching. My psoriasis there. Sorry about that. I know that sounds gross, but another little joy of getting old. Get my cigar going here. I'm kind of ill prepared for this. I just, you know, okie dokie. Let's put this over here. Out of my way. Oucha. Out of my way. Can y'all hear me okay? Um, can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Audio. Audio. Little Wizard of Oz throwback there. Wait and see here. I'm not even sure anybody can hear me. Oh, somebody then. Hey, drop in the chat if you can hear me not. I'm not sure if my audio is working. Will you do that, please? Get my cigar going here. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if anybody could hear me or not, so. The person I asked earlier just up and left instead of answering me in the chat, which is what people do, I know. They avoid engagement. Tanner, my friend, how you doing? Sorry I'm late. I just woke up from a nap. I'm old. I needed a nap because I only slept like 4 hours this morning. Thank you very much, Tanner James. Oops, sorry. So you have the linoleum lizards this weekend, do you? Your crotch goblins, curtain climbers, the cereal munchers, all sorts of names for kids. What's the funniest name for a kid you ever heard of? Curtain climbers, crotch goblins, linoleum lizards. What's the funniest one you've ever heard of? Hello, welcome to the stream. Drop a line in the chat. Let us know the funniest thing you've heard kids referenced as. Having a Canuco. Canuco. That's it. Canuco. It's a Rocky Patel second. The last cigar I have. I gotta figure out how to get more cigars. By the way, dropping tomorrow, the video dropping tomorrow is, drum roll please, we're all done with the Rocky Patel. We're through that series. Dropping tomorrow is Hoya de Monterrey Excalibur. And it's the Robusto size. Hoya de Monterrey Excalibur. That's a good smoke. Yeah. I smoked that a lot in the past. I love it that they come in boxes of 50. I mean, they're pricey in boxes of 50, but, you know, good smoke's worth it if you're going to do it. And they have this fancy little fake silk ribbon wrapped around them in that box. It's just so delicate and pretty. I'm not sure which one I want to come after that. Oh, hang on. 1010 tuning. Oh. Add as moderator. There we go. Okay. Your 1010 performance is now also a moderator, Tanner. Apparently it wasn't before, but well, it says it was in the 1010 performance tuning. And then it shows that you're a moderator, but then when you type 1010 oh, there we go. Well, I made the other and the moderator also, so both of those accounts are moderators now. How joyful, huh? Hello, welcome to the stream. Jump in. Having a smoke today or just hanging out? What are you doing on this beautiful Saturday afternoon? Me, I just woke up from the nap, so forgive me if I'm a little groggy. That's why I'm a little late getting online to do my live today, because I took a nap. Yeah, it was well deserved. Trust me. Okay, yeah, your 1010 performances. 1010 tuning might end up smoking with 1010. Oh, you're currently changing oil in your Suburban. Okay. Well, they need the oil changed. Hey, Trevor, how's it going, buddy? How's things in beautiful Tennessee? Hey, what now? How's it going? Welcome to my live stream. Trevor, I'm saving bands for you, buddy. I got a little box about, oh yay big. I'm going to fill it up and send them to you. FYI, if you got any bands you don't want, Trevor wants them. And if Trevor doesn't want his address given out to everybody, you can send them to me in my P.O. box, and then I'll forward them on to him. Oh, congratulations, Daddy. Expecting your kid in September. Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations. Are you going to be handing out, it's a boy or girl cigars when it happens? Well, that's good news, my friend. Glad to hear it. Hey, send me a cigar for your baby, man, and I'll smoke it in one of my live streams, okay? After the baby's born. That is awesome. Too early to tell whether you're going to have a boy or girl, though, I'm sure. An Opie? Well, thank you, my friend. You don't have to go to that extent. Just, you can even send me one of them cheapo whiteouts that says I'm a boy or I'm a girl on it if you wanted to, man. It's up to you. But thank you. That is good news. So then the next question would be are you ready for the hormone ride? Yeah, pregnancy can be fun, let me tell you. Ask Tanner, he knows. What now? I probably knows too. The hormone ride. Yeah. Already experiencing the hormone ride. Okay. Buckle up, Buttercup. And the cravings. The cravings are just weird. What did your wives crave? What now, Tanner? What did they crave when they were pregnant? Michelle told me what she craved for each of her boys, and it was something totally different for each one. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's still going. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Seems like once it happens, it never stops. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, she was more normal when she was pregnant than when she's not? Well, maybe you should have kept her pregnant the whole time you were married with her, Tanner, to keep her normal. Bologna burgers with egg and cheese. Well, honestly, that doesn't sound half bad, to be perfectly honest, because you get a poached egg or something, and you break that yolk open, and that yolk runs out all over everything. That's just so yummy. I mean, yeah, there's certain places it shouldn't be, but by and large, putting an egg yolk on something makes it better. Sweet tea and Chick-fil-A. Could be worse. It probably will get worse. Bologna burgers. Yeah, that actually doesn't sound half bad, to tell you the truth. See, I got lucky when I got with my woman. Her kid was already 8 years old, so I didn't have to go through any of that. I didn't have to go through the diaper changing, none of that. I got involved just at the right time. Didn't have to potty train, none of that stuff. Yeah, I had it easy on my deal. I think she was 8 years old, if I remember correctly. 8 or 9, 8 or 9. God, I can't remember for sure now. I don't know. Sometimes she watches my stream, sometimes she doesn't. If you're in here, how old were you when I got hooked up with your mother? I can't remember for sure. I'm sorry. But she is grown and has a son of her own that is doing very well in hockey, from what I can see. He's a hockey prodigy, I would say, because he's very good at it. It's 14 weeks. Oh, that truck stop had the best bologna burgers. Hey, it's been a few years. Well, I got you guys. Daughter is 24, middle boy is 17, and baby boy is 7. Well, you spread them out a little ways, didn't you? Well, I guess that's good though in a way because you know have them back to back to back. That could man needs a break. I'm sure she doesn't want to just be a baby factory. So spreading them out's a good idea, actually. Well, my girlfriend, she had her 2 daughters. Matter of fact, her middle daughter was the same age as me, and I went to school with her. Then her elder daughter was, I think, 2 years ahead of me in school, and then I helped raise her younger daughter. So she, Judy, was actually 18 years older than me when I got hooked up with her. So yeah, she was definitely being a cougar, I guess you could say. But it worked out for a while. Worked out for the first half of the relationship, then everything went to complete shit after that. But it happens. Still love the daughter. Still love the grandkid. Can't take that away. And I still loved her too, even after I broke up with her. But that's a whole different can of beans I don't want to get into. 3 and 4. One and done, yeah, that's probably pretty wise. No sex ed in school, Tanner. Your dad didn't teach you anything. Inspirato orange. Inspirato orange. What the hell is Inspirato orange? Is it a drink? Sorry, I'm still trying to wake up here. What the hell is Inspirato orange? I got lost in the chat here. How do I make my chat bigger? Engage with your audience. Okay. Oh. I'm playing around with my stuff here. Okay. How do I get rid of this? Engage with my audience. Okay. Oh, Macanudo Inspirato Orange. I've never had that one. I didn't even know it existed, as a matter of fact, till you guys just brought it up. I did not even know it existed. Hey, send me a. Well, I can look it up, I guess. So, since we got you guys in here, can I ask you a question? Tomorrow's video is Hoyo de Monterey Excalibur. That drops tomorrow at noon Eastern time. What cigar should I do next? Should I do what video should drop next? Should I do the Diesel Whiskey Row? Excuse me. The Diesel Esteli Puro, the Partagas Naturalis, Partagas Black Label, Macanudo Inspirato White. Since we were just talking about Macanudo Inspirato, I have the Inspirato White. So I have that drop Thursday. How is it? I already know because I already recorded this video. So, what do you think of the white? I thought it was very good. I liked it. Okay, I'll do the white, Trevor, and that will drop Thursday. Okay. Hang on just a second. Oh, by the way, well, you guys are already in the Discord, so I don't have to tell you about that. Let's see. Oh, shit. Crap. I gotta add my Patreon link in there and the Discord link into the information here, so give me just a second. Well, you guys won't see it right away anyway, so I guess. Okay, so schedule. Today's the 30th, so we want it on the 4th at noon. Got that, April 4th. And I got my Patreon in there and the Discord in there. Okay. Scheduled for Thursday, the Macanudo Inspirato White. There we go. Double check some stuff here. Oh, why did it make comments off? We want comments on. What the hell? Okay, there we go. All right. A little more peppery. Yeah, I think that one had some pepper back through the nose on me. That's pretty funny, Tanner. Uh, I don't know. I haven't had any problem with the Connecticut wrappers being bitter yet. Has anybody? Have you, Tanner? I mean, I haven't had that problem yet, and I say yet because I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but I haven't had any problem with that. I don't know. Maybe it's something in the water up there. You know, it could be in the Connecticut River Valley in Connecticut. There could be a issue with the water they're using to irrigate the tobacco or something. I wouldn't think they would actually be irrigating the tobacco, but I could be wrong. I mean, I'm sure they get enough rain there to grow the tobacco, but maybe not because the islands down in the Caribbean get quite a bit of rain actually. Oh, yeah. So Tanner got some cigars, and he has a humidor on order. He actually do you have that little tabletop box humidor, the little one, still, Tanner? It's yeah, I know. Tanner, season that little box and put your cigars in there. I told you that. Anyway, he didn't have a humidor when he got this cigar, so I told him get a piece of paper towel, get it damp, and put it in Tupperware or a Ziploc baggie or something with your cigars to keep them moist. Well, I don't know if he wrung it out. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Anyway, the humidity in there is 90%. So last night he goes, we're streaming Elder Scrolls Online on my gaming on my gaming Twitch, which if you guys ever want to check out me streaming games, um, Tanner and I will be streaming games tonight on Twitch. Not sure what time, but if you got nothing to do, check out my Twitch. Here is, as a matter of fact, can I share that? I don't know. Can I share my Twitch channel? I don't know. I'll look and see here. Anyway, I'll share the Twitch channel if I can so you can just get a link to it and you can follow me on Twitch, which I appreciate it. I need three more people to follow me and I get 60 subscribers and I need more watch hours and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, what now? Have your son check out my Twitch. But anyway, we were streaming Elder Scrolls last night, and Tanner gets out a cigar. I forget what cigar was it, Tanner? Oh, I'm on PlayStation 5. Igloo cooler, igloo cooler. You know that's a damn good idea. I never even thought of a cooler. That is an excellent idea. Um, I used ammo cans lined with Spanish cedar when I was on the road trucking. 50 caliber ammo cans lined with Spanish cedar because ammo cans seal also. Oh, Romeo Juliet, 1875 Bully. Anyway, he gets it out, he gets it ready to smoke, and he lights it, and it starts burning the core. It's a core burner, hardcore. It just keeps core burning and core burning. I said, "Well, is this cigar pliable? Is it really soft?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's really soft." Well, cigar, the wrapper, binder, and the outer leaves of the filler were just like almost to the point you could wring them out. There was so much moisture in them. So I told him to leave it set out overnight and then feel it, see how it felt, and see if he could smoke it today because there was no way he was smoking it that wet last night. And that's on me because, I should have told him better. I said Tupperware would be better, but it's still, if he didn't wring the paper towel out properly, it still would have been too wet. Like a dog turd. Cooler, that's a damn good idea. Using a cooler. I never thought of that. Never thought of that. 83%? That's good. See, I keep my humidor at about 80%. That's where I like my cigars, is 80%. Do you play SO, Trevor? Elder Scrolls Online? Oh, 68? That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Some people like them drier, some people like them wetter. You know, it's a matter of personal preference. Whatever works for you is good. That's the nice thing about cigars. Everybody does their own thing with them, and everything's right. I mean, there can be some really bad things, like you don't want to heat them up to like 90 degrees because you get over what is it, 80 degrees, the tobacco beetles hatch, and then you have holes in your cigars, and it's just a mess you don't want to go through. Because I had that happen once, and it sucked. A whole bunch of cigars that tobacco beetles hatched in, and I think it was like 6 or 8 of them were just absolutely useless because they were so full of holes from the tobacco beetles hatching. So I ended up chopping them up and putting them in a pipe. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I do. That'd be good. I like to see your setup there. What now? Put it in one of the cigar chats on my Patreon. And Tanner still hasn't decided what night we're going to do movie night, so hang on for that too. By the way, next Saturday is going to be a Patreon exclusive stream. So if you want in on that, join my Patreon. I'm going to give that a try. I haven't did a live stream on the Patreon yet. I want to give that a try and see how it works. So, I mean, if you don't want to spend the $5 a month, I understand that. That's cool. I get it. But I want to try it and see how it works and get into it. And, you know, I'm not going to do all, I'm not going to go to the point where I'm doing all my live streams on Patreon. I'll never do that. I'm still going to do them on YouTube here so you guys can just watch and we can all yak and carry on like we're 10 years old juveniles, talk crap about each other. Espinosa knuckle sandwich. Never heard of it. Espinosa knuckle sandwich. We'll look that up real quick. Today. Um. Uh, okay, here's a link to my Twitch channel if you guys want to want to check that out, check out my live streaming. On my games. So yeah. Sorry, psoriasis itch. Blood Medicine Cigar. It's a 2020 Blood Medicine. Never heard of that. Espinosa. What? Espinosa. Okay. Espinosa Cigars. Let's see. Oh, Cigar International pops up with them first. Wow, they're colorful. Oh, I love the one where the box looks like a fish. The La Bamba Warhead. Oh, Comfortably Numb. My all-time favorite song, Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb. Wow, they got quite a few to choose from. Knuckle Dragger, Knuckle Sandwich. Wow, they got a lot of cigars to pick from. Espinosa does. Let's see. Knuckle Sandwich. They don't have the Knuckle Dragger on here, though. They have the Knuckle Sandwich, and they have it in a Habano Maduro and a regular one. Doesn't say what, okay. What's the other in here? Blood Medicine. Okay, I'll look that up. Blood Medicine Cigar. Crowned Heads. Is that it, Trevor? Crowned Heads? Blood Medicine? Oh, Maduro. You know, I'm a Maduro fan anyway. I like Maduros. I like a full-bodied cigar. Crowned Heads Blood Medicine 2024. Oh, it says this item is no longer available, so 2025. It's an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over an Ecuadorian Connecticut seed binder and fillers from Nicaragua. Limited edition. Oh, so you only get, once they're gone, that's it for them, for that year's release. Oxford Cigar Company. Let's check them out. See. Yeah, Blood Medicine 2025. Woo! Oh, they're pre-order now. Apparently they don't have them at this place yet. But you have them, so yeah, definitely let us know what you think of it, Trevor. Oh, it has history with a hotel in Nashville. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Oxford Cigar Company doesn't even have them yet, but you can pre-order them. It says anywhere from $52.50 to $262.50. So I'm guessing that's different, like a 5-pack or something like that, up to a box price. Okay. So yeah. right, so since we already have the one that's going to drop tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and put the Macanudo Inspirado White up on Patreon for early access for you guys that have paid subscription, early access, so you guys can watch it. Okay, and create. Hmm. Did I spell it right? Okay. Okay, it is up on Patreon if you guys want to watch it early. And here's the link to that. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, my cigar went out. Too busy yakking here. My damn cigar went out. I'd have Michelle come say hi to y'all, but she's taking a nap, so she was tired too, apparently. But she's been running around a lot today, going and getting groceries and things like that, so she needs a nap. Sorry. My psoriasis is very angry today for some reason. That patch on my back is just itching like crazy. So it's cloudy here in Florida today. Well, mostly cloudy, I should say. I see a few spots of blue. We had a rain shower come through off the Gulf earlier, and the neighbors' chickens were in our yard. It's about a dozen chickens. They let them run around their yard, and they found a hole in our fence, so they come into our yard. Which we don't mind their chickens in our yard because that helps keep the bugs down in our yard. Because chickens are good at keeping bugs out of the yard, ticks and things like that, and ants and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, it started pouring rain because it's one of them. It's not a thunderstorm, but it rains like a thunderstorm. And it's localized. That happens a lot in Florida. You'll be going along and you'll hit a massive downpour of rain, and you'll drive another 15 miles and you'll be out of it, and the sun will be shining again. And it happens when the sun is shining too. Yeah, weird things in Florida. Anyway, uh, it started pouring rain. The chickens took off and hid under our deck. And they were all under there, and Michelle didn't know they were under there. I did, but Michelle didn't, and she let the dog out. And Puggy, she's so old now, we're going to have her put down here next month, probably, unfortunately. Because her back leg, she's got arthritis so bad she can't hardly walk or anything. And she's deaf, so it's just to the point where it's just going to be better to put her down. You know what I mean? She can't go on living like that. in constant pain and everything. And we've been giving her doggy aspirins to help, but to the point where that doesn't even help anymore. So unfortunately, probably next month is going to be Puggy's last days, which is sad, but it is what it is. Anyway, she doesn't chase him because she can't, for obvious reasons. And she just sits there and barks at him constantly, like, get the hell off my yard. Like some old lady yelling at kids and playing on her yard. It just cracks me up the way she just sits there and barks at him. And the problem is another thing that's going on is she can't control her bladder anymore. And doing things like that, strenuous things like barking, makes her pee, and she'll just sit there and pee while she's barking, you know. She's in pretty bad shape. But anyway, she was just barking and raising hell to chickens, and I was just cracking up at her. And the chickens, you know, the raid had passed, and they were out, and they're just looking at her like, what? We didn't do anything. We're just over here eating bugs. Leave us alone. I know it's probably not very funny me telling the story, but it was funny at the time. So, this is actually, you know what, for a cheap cigar at a smidge over $1 a stick, this is actually a pretty good smoke. They're really growing on me. I wish I could get a bundle of 50 of those Honduran factory Corojos from JR, because those come in bundles of 50, but these come in bundles of 20, and for I think $23, they're pretty good cigars. Let me look them up here real quick. They got like 5 tobaccos in the filler, if I remember right. Um, Damn it, no, I do not want to sign up for deals. I already have the deals. These are the Churchill, and they're 7x48. It's a Maduro. Oh, it's a Habano wrapper leaf. It doesn't really tell where the. Well, yeah, see a bundle. Oh, they raised it to $25.99 for a bundle of 20, but still, it's a pretty good deal. Um, oh, it's not a famous exclusive. Okay, so we can find it other places. Let's find it somewhere else. I thought it was a famous exclusive. Let's see. That doesn't really tell. So let's go down here to Neptune, see if they tell. Oh, okay, yeah. So this cigar I'm smoking is a Rocky Patel second, and it's made in Honduras by Rocky Patel. It's sweet dark Habano wrapper, covering a Nicaraguan binder and fillers from Costa Rica, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4 countries in the fillers. There you go. Oh, the Cigar is a collaboration with Guy Fieri. Hey, I like Guy Fieri. He's pretty cool. I'm a foodie, so I watch the Cooking Channel and the Food Network and stuff all the time. The Cooking Channel and Food Network, yeah, I'm on there. Yeah, you probably are lucky you got one because everywhere I look for that cigar, Trevor, they all say you have to pre-order it. So you got very lucky getting that cigar. Yeah, because everywhere I looked, it said pre-order. So um, when the cigar review drops tomorrow, or my review drops tomorrow, drop a comment in there if you've already smoked it, how it was. Let us know how that cigar was. I'm really interested. 5.5 by 56. That's a nice ring gauge. I like that ring gauge. I like a bigger ring gauge. My pipe doesn't like the bigger ring gauge, but I do. Matter of fact, I can't put this cigar in the pipe because my pipe is full of caps right now. I emptied all the caps out of my tabletop cigar cutter, and I got my caps in here to smoke. So I'll probably be doing that later on tonight while I'm gaming. Uh, yeah, you'll be able to hear us all chatting together on the game stream tonight. I got a Tanner will be there, and then I don't know if another friend of mine, Brian. I don't know if he'll be there or not. I hope so. Um, and a friend of mine from Canada, Newfoundland. He might be in there. I don't know for sure. Matter of fact, let's see if he joins the chat. Anybody else on? Uh, 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 uh. See if my nephew wants to join the live stream here. He smokes cigars also. He's probably busy gaming with his friends. He's more of a gamer than he, you know, does this sort of thing. Well, you know what? I've done it before, a couple times actually, and the profile is interesting because you got all those different tobaccos from all those different cigars, and as you smoke it, it switches. It goes, you know, to different cigars, the way they smoked, I can almost sometimes pick out an individual cigar in a puff I take. And yeah, it's interesting. You should try it sometime. Save your caps and put them in a pipe and smoke them. And it's a constantly evolving smoke. It's always changing. I mean, yeah, cigars change from front, beginning to middle to end, but they don't change that much. When you do that with a pipe, it's a big change going as you smoke it. It's a big change. So yeah, depending on what cigars caps you have, it can be subtle, very subtle, or it can be very dramatic. First time I did it, I'm like, oh wow, this is cool. I like this, and I just kept doing it. Yeah, give it a try. See what you think. Just a lot of people throw their butts away, and I get that. They don't want to put them in a pipe and smoke them. But I don't want to waste any of my cigars. They're too expensive, and I don't have the money to throw around on cigars anymore like I did when I was 30. Um, and I thought it was cheesy. I put cigar butts in a pipe and smoke them, but you know what? It is what it is. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try these caps in the pipe, and I was really surprised how good it was. I was really surprised. Like I said, it's constantly evolving as you smoke it into different things. Hit that, hit that Oscuro wrapper, that jet black wrapper, and you're like, whoa, there we go. And then you get a Connecticut wrapper right in the next puff, and it's like mellow and nutty, and the first one's spicy and chocolatey and earthy, and it just keeps changing as you smoke it. Um, sometimes, sometimes, but my pipe is well seasoned. I mean, well seasoned. It's been smoked in a lot. And I keep it pretty clean for the most part. The hardest part is keeping the stem clean because that's where most of that nastiness gathers is in the stem. So the hard part's keeping the stem clean. Um, because the tar builds up in there and stuff, and with your saliva and stuff, and it's really nasty. But if you use a good pipe tool, or I use a pocket knife to shave to clean out the inside of the bowl and stuff, and if you keep on it pretty well, you don't really get that very much. Once in a while, if you're like me, if I neglect to clean my bowl, I'll get a little bit of that nastiness in there, the relit cigar. But see, uh, here's also with me. Um, I drove a truck over the road for 20 years, big trucks. The big conventional tractors with the 53-foot trailer on behind them. I drove those coast to coast and international. Um, Sometimes when you're driving down the road, you're distracted in heavy traffic, like if you're in LA during the 5 o'clock after work rush, you tend to forget your cigar and it goes out. And it doesn't really bother me to relight a cigar and smoke it. I mean, every once in a while it does. But for the most part, I can relight a cigar and smoke it, and I'm fine with it. Now, I realize that a lot of people aren't, and that's okay. I get that. It's all a matter of personal preference. But for the most, like I've relit this cigar twice just sitting here on this stream, and it's not bothering me. I don't notice any difference. Of course, it could just be the cigar too. Some cigars you can do that with, some you can't. Well, I mean you can, but you're gonna get what you refer to as the relit cigar nastiness. So, I mean, it doesn't really bother me, and I find that as long as I keep my pipe bowl cleaned out, I really don't get it in there either. So that's one of the things. If you do start doing the butt in the pipe and the caps in the pipe, you really want to keep that pipe bowl clean and the stem especially clean, because that's where I run into it, especially the stem. That's the thing that the real nastiness comes from. If you keep the stem clean, you should be okay. But, you know, I'm not going to say it's never going to happen to you. It probably will. But the thing with it, when you put a butt in the pipe, you know, most of the time I don't get any relit nastiness because I put it in there already lit, you know. So, and if it does go out, it only goes out for just a little bit, long enough for me to stick it in there and relight it. So I really don't have that problem. And the caps, they've never been lit, so you don't get any of that with the caps. If you keep your stem and bowl clean, because the caps have never been lit. So it's like lighting a fresh cigar. Anyway, put some more of my drink in here. Michelle got McDonald's for us. So put my drink in there. I didn't even eat before I got on here. I was so late I didn't even bother eating my McDonald's before we got on here. Well, I'm glad I could be of service to you guys. I really am, because that's one of the things. I wanted to help people learn stuff, and maybe I would learn some stuff, because that's one of the main reasons I do this. That and to chat with great folks like you, and talk about some stuff that we all like and care about and laugh about, and maybe learn something from each other. We do that, we're having a great day, right? That's the way I see it anyway. And you know what? To me, and I don't want to sound mean when I say this, I don't want to sound mean or snooty or anything like this, but the way I see it, only an idiot refuses to learn. Because if you refuse to learn something new, what's the point? You know? I learn new stuff every day. Well, try to anyway. Yep, to me, only an idiot refuses to learn. And we know there's a few out there. It happens. And I'm not talking about politics or religion or anything like that. I'm not specifying anything. I'm just saying, in general, we've all met somebody who refuses to learn something. It happens. And you know what? An old man once told me, he said, um, ignorance is curable, but stupidity is terminal. In other words, you can fix ignorance, but you can't fix stupidity. And we all know that there's some very stupid people out there that refuse to learn anything. Just a good old average. Out hanging out with the guys. My wife and daughters say we are all hanging out. We are all cute hanging out with the guys. Oh, well, tell them thank you. Yes, I'm very cute, aren't I? I'm just so lovely. I'm a cutie pie. Tell them thank you for the compliments. I'm sure they get a chuckle out of us for sure. You know, good old average idiot out walking around. Whoa, accidentally inhaled a little bit. You know, I'm a big proponent of just taking warning labels off of everything and letting nature sort itself out. I'm a big proponent of that. You know, but people say I'm wrong for thinking that way, but it is what it is. We've taken, we, yeah, you don't have to call yourself average, Tanner. Be nice to yourself. Trevor, are you still there? Or did we lose you? Who else we got in here? We have a fourth person. Who's the fourth person? Drop a line. Let us know how it's going for you. We're just in here chatting and being fools with ourselves, having a smoke. If nothing else, you can just laugh at us. There's always that. By the way, tell your kids hi for me and the wives. Hi. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on with my channel, my YouTube channel. I'm not getting very many views anymore. I mean, let me look. Right now, in the past 48 hours, I've had 48 views. Used to be I'd average 200 views in 48 hours, but now I'm only getting like 30, 40, 50 views. And I don't know what's going on. And my watch time hours have dropped off big time too. I have almost 1,000 watch hours, and I need 2,000 more to get subscriptions on my YouTube channel to give you guys special stuff. I have 922 public watch hours. And my in the past 28 days, I've had 1.7 thousand views, and that's usually been around 3,000 views until recently. And I was averaging around 400 watch hours, and now I'm averaging 200 watch hours. So I don't know if YouTube has shadow banned me for some reason. If I picked up another subscriber, so that's good. I don't know. I pissed in somebody's Wheaties at YouTube, made them mad. I don't know what's going on. Somebody reported me for something stupid that I said or what, but yeah, it appears I've been shadow banned by YouTube. I don't know exactly what's going on. And I guess I'll just have to write it out and see if it comes back. Yeah, I'm wondering if they did shadow ban me or something. I don't know. Maybe I pissed somebody off. Who knows? You know, so many sensitive people running around out there looking for a reason to get pissed off. You know, They couldn't stand all the sexy you were exuding into my live stream. Well, that's possible. Yeah, come to think of it, it is after that that this started happening. Maybe doing a live stream together pissed YouTube off, and now they're mad at me. That could be because I didn't go through the YouTube webpage to do the live. I did it with the OBS virtual camera, and we did it together. I don't I don't know how many hours of videos I have. I have well, let's see. Each video is anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes long, and I have well, let's do it this way. Right now I have 104 videos live, and each video is like 10 to 20 minutes long, average. Plus I have that one with the rain, that cabin rain video. It does pretty good, and even it's dropped off. I mean, I was doing real good on it up until just recently here, and it's dropped off quite a bit too. Let's see. Yeah, it's capped off. It's in the last 48 hours. I've had 5 views on it, and before I was getting like 50 or 60 views in a 48-hour period on it, and it was up over 400 watch hours, and now it's down to 358 in the last 28 days. Well, that's since published. So they took some watch hours off of that thing. So yeah. But the thing of it is if you go if you go on my channel and then go to playlists, I have a playlist of all of my cigar videos and the live streams. You can click on those playlists, and then you up at the top, there's a little like thing that shows like 2 arrows going in a circle. If you click on it, you can sit there and let that run, and it'll go through all the videos. And when it hits the last video, when that was done, it'll start all over at the top of the list and go through them all again. It'll just keep going and going and going and going. And those watch hours count because they're public watch hours. You guys are not me, for lack of a better term. So yeah, that would bump my watch hours. But I don't know. All of a sudden, it's just like like I said, it's like I've been shadow banned or something. Like they're scaling me back, like you said. So I don't know if I pissed somebody off. Like I said, I don't know if I pissed somebody off and they reported my channel, and now YouTube is holding me back till they watch and see how things go on my. But yeah, come to think of it, it did happen right after Tanner and I did that stream together. So I wonder if that pissed YouTube off. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, you could just mute whatever it's on and just let it roll. That should work nicely. Well, that could be too. Could be less people watching because of the nicer weather with summer coming and everything. That could be too. I never thought about that. That's a good point, Tanner. Because it is in the 80s down here, and it's still early enough in the spring where we're not getting the daily thunderstorms in Florida. Because that's one of the things during the summer in Florida, it rains every day. If you're in Florida and it doesn't rain at least once, something's wrong. During the summer, I should say. During the winter, it hardly ever rains. But yeah. Well, that's great. What's the temperature there in Iowa, Tanner? But yeah, so that's a good point. It could be people just aren't watching the videos as much because they're out doing other things. After being cooped up all winter, people are ready to get out and enjoy the warm weather. Oh, it's 65, 68 there? Hell, that's nice. Very nice. Apparently we lost Trevor. Trevor must have went bye-bye. If you're there, Trevor, drop a line. Welcome to the stream. Have a smoke. Sit back, enjoy, chatter, laugh while we be carrying on in here, just doing stuff. You know, I wish there was a way I could get a hold of YouTube and ask them and say, "Hey, did I piss in somebody's Wheaties or something? Did I make one of you mad, or what's going on here? Or is it actually just people are not watching my stuff?" I mean, I wish I knew one way or the other, but I don't know if there's any way I could actually find out, because YouTube and its ultimate wisdom probably doesn't give a crap if somebody's channel is doing crappy. We already know they hate gaming channels with a passion and refuse to monetize them, but it is what it is. And why, I don't know. They refuse to monetize. Well, I mean, excuse me. I've seen a couple of monetized gaming channels on YouTube, just a couple. But by and large, most of them that I've seen that should be monetized, like they have thousands of subscribers and hundreds of videos, they're not monetized. And I can't figure out why, other than YouTube hates gaming channels. That's the only thing I can come up with. Nothing else makes sense. I mean, if somebody has thousands of subscribers and hundreds of videos, you would think that they were at the point they would at least, what is it? What's it called? Let me look. They would at least be have memberships, and I don't even see where they can have memberships on their channel. So, I mean, and that's the lowest one to get, because to get memberships, you have to have 500 subscribers. You have to upload at least 3 videos in a 90-day period. And you have to have 3,000 watch hours in a 365-day period. And some of those has thousands of viewers, thousands of subscribers, and hundreds of videos. They've got to be meeting this eligibility, especially when they're getting like 2,000 or 3,000 views on each video. And I don't understand why they're not at least have memberships. I mean, I get maybe not having a partnership or whatever it's called, the next level up, where they get actual ad revenue. But I don't know. I guess it's just me. And that's why I stream on Twitch, my game streaming. That's why I do that on Twitch, because Twitch just made it a lot easier to become an affiliate and a partner, because that platform was to the point of going broke, but now they said, all right, we've got to do something here to get more ad revenue. So they made it so more people can get partnership and affiliate partnership to get more ad revenue coming in, so they don't go bankrupt. And yeah, there's a lot of people bitching about it because they made it easier. Like, oh, well, we worked our butt off. Why should they have it so easy? Well, would you rather the platform go broke and disappear, or would you mind just a few more ads? Apparently people just want the platform to go broke and disappear because their butt hurt because somebody else got it easier than they did. I'll never understand that. That makes zero sense to me, but you know what? I'm a businessman. I've owned a few businesses and made them successful and sold them. So I tend to think in that way when I'm looking at things like that. Because in the end, Twitch is a business and they're in it to make money. And if they don't make money, they're going to go away. And that's what a lot of people don't get. You got to make money at this stuff. Like YouTube, you know they're making money. All the ads they put out and stuff and the premium membership. Well, I would think they would let me know, but maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it is. They don't think, for lack of a better word. They they go on feelings and emotion instead of using their brain. We see a lot of that out there. But, you know, I had a guy on YouTube one time, he said, well, that's wrong that they're doing that because other people had to work so hard for it. And I'm going, well, maybe it is. And yes, in a way it is. But I asked him, I said, would you rather see the platform go broke and disappear? Or would you rather see the platform uh, engage in something that will give it sustainability and it'll stay around so that people continue to use it, can continue to use it to stream their games and stuff. And they don't just stream games on Twitch. There's people on there that stream themselves making music. Tanner and I have a cigar stream on there. Each of us does. You know, matter of fact, we need to do another cigar stream on Twitch, Tanner. Maybe we can do that tomorrow night or something. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't get it. People who gripe about little things like that, like they want the platform to disappear, the platform that they're using to make money. I don't get that. If you're making money, why would you want it to disappear? Somebody explain that to me, please. I mean, apparently I'm stupid for thinking that way. But it is what it is. Twitch is going to turn around and do things that's going to make it self sustainable. Well, that's true. I mean, they're probably thinking, oh, well, if they go broke, they'll just go broke and keep going. Well, that's not how it works, and we all know that. Anybody with a brain knows that. But, you know, Twitch is making changes to give themselves sustainability, and that's a good thing, in my opinion. I mean, in the end, it's a business, and a business is about making money. And if a business doesn't make money, it's not going to be around very long. It's like a lot of the restaurants and stuff that closed during COVID. Nobody was coming in to spend their money, so they got no money coming in to pay the bills, so they had to go bankrupt and close. You know, simple economics. That's economics 101. And nobody, I hope nobody thinks that's a political tirade because it's not. That's just common sense. I mean, I could go on and get on a tirade about people hating business and stuff, but then we get into politics, and I'm trying to avoid all that. Politics and religion are the two things I hate to broach because so many people are so passionate about that kind of stuff, and I don't want to insult people in one spectrum or another, or one religion or another. I have my opinions, I try to keep my opinions to myself about that kind of stuff. And if people want to express their opinions, that's fine. I got no problem with that. They're welcome to them. That's the beautiful thing about living in this country. We all have a right to express our opinions. The First Amendment. Yeah, maybe you just help them get into the business. Oh my God, that's great. Joe Dirt, Joe Dirt, Joe Dirt. Oh, speaking of when we do movie night, I want to do that movie first. Joe Dirt. What do you think? What now? Would that be a good movie? Have you seen Joe Dirt? I hate it when my nuts get frozen to the porch. Gotta love it. Uh, all right. Well, we'll do Joe Dirt for first movie night. Matter of fact, you want to do movie night tomorrow night, Tanner? What time would be a good time for you to do movie night there? What now? Tanner, you get your kids in bed about what, 7 o'clock or so? So it'd be 8 o'clock our time. So if you want to join in on movie night, join our Discord, join the Cigar Mix Discord, and I'm trying to do movie night through Patreon, but um, a Patreon subscription will get you into movie night on Discord. So there you go. 8 should work. 8 o'clock Eastern time. Will that work for you, Tanner? 7 o'clock Central. 7:30, 8:30. What now? Somewhere in there. Depending on how many people actually join in. Um, yeah, 7:30 your time, Tanner. Will that work? All right. Um, depending on how many people join in, we might actually have it in where we can all talk to each other in voice. But Tanner's got it set up to where if we have a bunch of people in there, um, we're gonna have to have a chat, like a type chat on here, because otherwise we couldn't all hear each other talking over each other, and we wouldn't be able to hear the movie. So we got to figure out how to do that. 7 might be a little early, so anytime works. Actually, how about would 9 o'clock be okay? Would 8 o'clock your time work better, Tanner? Yeah, so let's do 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night, and that'll make it 8 o'clock your time, Tanner. So that'll work. Well, this will be the very first time you're in on the very first movie night. So you're going to be our guinea pig. What now? See how this works. How's that sound? Don't worry. We're not going to use experimental drugs on you or anything like that as a guinea pig. Wow, what an honor, huh? Yeah, you're the very first one if you're in there tomorrow night. So keep your Discord active tomorrow, and we'll send you a message, send you an invite or a message or something, and let you know. Um, and we'll get you in there, and we'll do movie night. I don't know if your kids want to watch or your wife wants to watch. They're welcome to join in with you, or they can create their own Discord and join in on their own. It's up to you. I'm sure your elder son that does the streaming, I'm sure he probably has a Discord already, so he could join in if he wants to. We'll give him a one-time discount to join in free. How about that? What a dick I am, huh? What a dick. But nah, he can join in if he wants to. Tanner can fix it so he can be in there too. Try to get Trevor in there, but apparently Trevor's not on the stream anymore. So we'll see. Oh, okay. Well, that'll work. He could watch along too if he wants to. Have him join Cigar Mick Discord. You can send an invite to him, I think, or I'm not sure how that works. Tanner knows about all that stuff. He's my tech guy. Tanner'd have to tell you how to do all that. Or your son could probably figure it out. He's a tech guy too, I'm sure. So Tanner has like 250 movies or so, and then another friend of mine, Brian, he's got over 1,000 movies. I'm trying to figure out how to get him to where he can do the streaming also. Oh, what just happened? Oh, what just happened? Oh, got a message from Tyler. Oh. Tyler may be joining. Let me send him a link here. Sent Tyler a link. This is my friend from Canada that we game with. Whoa, didn't want to do that. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. Is he in there? Are you in here, Tyler? Are you in the stream now? My Canuckian friend. Well, come on. Get the moose antlers lined up just right to where you get your internet. We're always giving him crap about stuff like that. He's a pretty good kid. Known him for a long time. I don't know how long I've known him now. I think he was like 16 when he first started gaming with us. And I think he's 30 now. So it's been a long time. Watched the kid grow up from afar. Well, I didn't actually watch him grow up, but known him a long time as he grew up. And Tanner, I didn't actually watch him grow up, but I've known his dad since I was like, I don't know, 12 years old. His dad and I have known each other. That's over 40 years we've known each other. God damn, I'm old. Now that I think about that stuff, I'm old. I'm going to have to go outside and hug my pet dinosaur to feel better now. Eat some dirt, maybe. Okay, so we can do it in the public room. All right, we'll do that. That'll work. That way we can all chat with each other and stuff as we're watching the movie. I got a message here. Oh, what is the temperature here right now? Right now it's mostly cloudy and 81 degrees. How about that? Okay. Are you in here, Tanner or Tyler? Tanner. Are you in here, Tyler? Uh, oh, Jeffrey. Uh-huh. Him and I did a lot of partying together when we were younger. Drank a lot of booze. But it happens when you're young. Some people get into it like I did. Of course, being Irish and Welsh and German, they're all drinkers, so. Mostly Irish, from what I understand. And apparently, in my history, my family's history, we had someone who was a knight in Wales. So, got that going for me, I guess. I don't know if that means anything this far down the line, because I think it was like back in the 1500s he was a knight. So I'm sure it probably doesn't mean anything on my branch of the family. Could be worse though. Oh, what's this up here? Uh, Cross-site cookies. Okay. All right. It says cross-site cookies, and it lists Google.com, Facebook, and Twitter. These parties use cross-site data while you're on the site. I wonder if I could actually broadcast a live stream to Facebook and Twitter while I'm doing this. Tanner, new assignment, tech guy. See if I can broadcast to Facebook and Twitter while I'm doing a live stream on YouTube. See if that's possible. Because that would be great if I could do that. That would get me a lot more views too. I wouldn't know how that would work though. For a cheap cigar, it's actually a good cigar. Have you tried these yet? Any of you tried the Conuco? I mean, honestly, you should give it a try. It's actually a good cigar. If you like Maduro. With my computer, yeah. My computer's a late 2013 iMac, so it's a little outdated. That's one of the problems I'm having is a lot of the stuff I want to use to do all this, I can't use because my computer's so old. Yep. Look them up on Famous Smoke, famous-smoke.com. That's where I get them anyway. You can order them as singles or you can order a bundle of them. It's up to you. They're $2.60 a single, but if you order the bundle, they're $26. So, you know, just a smidge over $1 a stick. And like I said, they're pretty good smoke. They're a Rocky Patel second, so you know, and you can almost never go wrong with a Rocky Patel. Even their seconds are good. But if you look at them when you get them, if you look at them, you could find a blemish on them somewhere, you know, that knocks them down to a second or something like that. It's usually just a blemish on the wrapper leaf, which is no big deal to me. I don't care. I don't mind having a blemish on the wrapper leaf. If nothing else, if it makes it cheaper and it's still basically the same cigar as the top shelf ones, I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Because if you can get a bundle of them for 20, whereas say the regulars of them is like $200 a box for a box of 20, yeah, I'll take the $26 bundle all day long. All day long. I just wish a lot of these companies would sell more seconds, you know, like Altadis and all the big cigar companies. I mean, why would you destroy a good cigar just because it has a blemish on the wrapper leaf and you can't get premium dollar for it? I mean, they're missing out on another revenue stream. And like we were discussing earlier, business is business. I mean, if you can make some money on that, why not do it? Well, yeah, they're kind of earthy. They are. Uh, yeah, you're going to get a lot of earth out of them. But I mean, to me, it's not overpowering. But like I said, my palate's like a slab of cedar wood. So buy a single and give it a try first. You can get some pretty good deals on order some samplers from them because they got a ton of good samplers you can pick from, and then order a single along with a sampler and give it a try. Apparently, Tyler's not going to join. He's probably busy with his girlfriend now that he has a girlfriend. All right, well, I'm going to jump off of here. It's been great doing this stream. I have supper calling me. I haven't ate yet today, so I'm getting pretty hungry. All right. Well, thanks for everybody joining in. I appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Um, see you next Saturday. If you want to join in then, sounds great. In between now and then, be sure to check out my videos. If you want to help me keep doing the videos and live streams, you can donate to my PayPal, Venmo, or PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Sorry. You can find the links to those. I'll put them in the video description below. You can check out my Patreon if you want early access to stuff and movie night and things like that. Go to my Patreon. There'll be a link to it. Join our Discord. There's a link to that in the video description below. If you want to send me things, you can find my P.O. box in the video description below. And if you want to check out my Amazon wish list, which I updated it, there's some new stuff in there. Check it. There's a link to my Amazon wish list in the video description below. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Gonna catch you next time. And till then, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.